us. Let's start with the region, with Asia. Where do you see the best opportunities for the second half in this region?
Well, I think there are so many, frankly, at the moment. I mean, obviously what's going on with China, and that's why we've got our third annual China Summit going on here with investors and corporates from all over China. Tremendous opportunity. I think the growth in India is obviously something which is very exciting. The last couple of years under Modi has been a real change of tone and action in India. And across the rest of Asia, Southeast Asia growing most economies 4 to 5%. Indonesia at the core of that, and then Australia and Korea. So we see non-Japan Asia, a number of areas that are very interesting. And then, of course, we have a huge business in Japan. And it's kind of interesting. You saw the numbers this morning coming out of Japan. And finally, we're seeing some life in the Japanese economy.
And you noted and you cited in your first quarter results strength from the Asian trading part of the business. What are your clients asking for now? What are you hearing from your Asian clients now?
Well, I think, right now people are trying to unravel the conundrum where globally the economic picture looks relatively robust. Globally, the political and geopolitical picture looks relatively unstable. And how does one trade in that environment? I think that's whether it's investors in Asia, frankly, or Europe or the US, it's no different.
When you look at China, are you satisfied with the pace of liberalization around the capital markets here?
That's a very good question. I mean, you've got to start with just how's the Chinese economy doing. And a lot of people focus on the fact it has slowed down from 9–10% a few years ago to 7% and now maybe 6.5–6%. I focus on the size of the economy. The Chinese economy is a $10 trillion economy. It's the second largest economy in the world. The rest of the world would die to have growth rates of, north of 3%, let alone 6%. So number one, the economy is still doing well. Consumption has risen, which is an important domestic driver. Obviously, the leadership changes are coming up towards the end of this year, but leadership has been stable. Consumption is increasing. Overall GDP growth of north of 6%. And there has been liberalization of the capital markets. I mean, the Connects, Shanghai Connect, etc., have been very positive in introducing capital flows in and out of China. More to be done, but good first steps.